friends. So tonight we're going to make a really quick but awesome project. I've got these printables in my Etsy shop, and there's 8 different lambs prints, and these I just printed off 2, and these measure 4 inches by 4 inches, and then I've got the same 8 prints in a 6 inch by 4 inch. So in the listing you'll get 8 4x4s and 8 6x4s. So I just printed 2 off, and I think I'm going to use this one. So I'll go ahead and get this cut out. And there's little gray, I don't know if you can see, but there's little gray corner cut marks. And I'm using this Dollar Tree Special Moments frame. I love these. They're just a natural wood look. You can leave them natural looking, or you can paint them or stain them. And I think I'm going to kind of give a stained look with some paint. I'm going to water down. And these frames come in this 4x4 size, and then a smaller one that I think is probably 3.5 by 2.5 if I remember right. And then there's a larger one that's either 4x6 or 5x7. I can't remember. But this one has a 4x4 opening, so that's the one we're going to, of course, use with this print. And they are they're the MDF board, but look how fun they are. They're just natural, but then they take a paint or a stain really well too. So for starters, we'll take the backing out and the paper and the glass. Kind of hurts my fingers to pull those up, so I'm using my scissors. So it comes with the backing and then a piece of paper in it and then glass. I want to make sure that stays clean because I'll probably put it back in. Okay, so before we get started, before we add our print, we're going to stain it really fast. So I'm using burnt umber paint. And then I'm just going to water it down. Not quite sure how much to add there, but that should be adequate. I'm going to put this paper towel under me though, I think. And I think I am going to add a little bit more water. Okay, hopefully that's enough here. And you have to kind of get in the grooves between those, the little bumpy parts of the wood. And then I'm going to grab a baby wipe and wipe it off. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Just do a little bit at a time. And I like how this is gonna look. Okay, so I got that stained and wiped off, and I'm just gonna give it a quick dry. Okay, so it's mostly dry. And I thought about whitewashing, or not whitewashing, dry brushing some white on top, but I think I'm just gonna leave it like this. And so I need to make sure my print fits in there just right. Might need trim down just a teeny tiny bit. See how good my cutting skills are here. I just cut off a little sliver there, and I'll cut off a little sliver on this side too. Now, I don't know if you saw that close enough, but isn't that pretty? And I added the text on all of them. He left the 99 to rescue me. And that's from the scripture, Matthew 18, 12 through 14. And you could Mod Podge this onto the frame back if you wanted to do it that way. I think it still needs trimmed down just a tiny bit. When you get frames, they're not always exactly the size they say they are. So I'll put the glass back in. There, now you could leave it like that, of course, but I'm going to just embellish it just a little bit. So I think I'm going to put some greenery on. I got this at Walmart. So let's see, that's about the middle right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, roughly about right there. And these are little boxwood leaves, greenery picks that I picked up there. Just grabbing whatever's handy to hold it in place until it sets and dries. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of twine on. So I'm going to wrap it around my 4 fingers, and I'm going to leave a little bit hanging. And that should be enough, I think. So I'm going to, then you just kind of gather it in the middle there. Cut off a little bit longer because that piece I'm going to wrap around the center. Oh, 3 or 4 times, just till I think it looks good. And I'm undecided if I'll leave these tails. I probably won't. So what I think I'm going to do is just cut them off right now. Because I'm going to put this little plaid bow on top of this. Just kind of flaring out the loops a little bit. And these little bows I got in a package of, oh, there's probably 30 or 40 in there, maybe. I'm not even sure. I can't remember. I got them in a package from Temu at a really pretty good price. And I think that is it. I think that's all I'm going to do for this project. Sometimes less is more, and I just like it kept simple like this. Again, the link to the Etsy listing will be below this video. And I hope you found this inspiring. Helps you decide on something that you would like to make, something similar. Please like and subscribe to my channel and watch other videos. I've got some personal goals I'm working on. And you have a whimsical day. Thanks so much.